Hey everyone, I am back with another video. This video is going to start a whole series, as you can tell by the name, Disney Vacation Series. Now this is kind of on the hush hush because the kids don't know, although I'm not very good at hiding things because I am getting like super excited. So I'm sure they know, they just don't know when we're going, but they talk about Disney all the time. I'll probably end up telling them maybe like a couple days before we leave, because our flight is really early in the morning, so it won't be like the morning of. I feel like that would just be too much in one morning. I'm going to start a new series about planning a Disney trip. Now, I don't go to Disney all the time like some people do. In fact, I've only been a few times, and the last time I went was when I was 16 or 17, so it's been a long time, and that was with my band group. And it was only for a weekend, so we didn't do all this planning, dining reservations. In fact, it was so long ago, they didn't have magic bands back then. The Fast Pass was still on the paper, so I didn't really do anything. And then the other two times I was like 13 and 5, so I don't really remember much. So this is kind of like my first trip, or it's my first trip that I'm planning, and then it's my kids' first trip, so I'm super excited. We will be going with my parents. We're going in the middle of October. And I've been planning the whole thing because usually we'll go to the beach or something and for our yearly vacation. But this year we thought we'd do something special. So it's a little different than planning a beach vacation. You know, with the beach, all you have to plan is the resort, the condo or the hotel that you're staying in, and then you get to do whatever you want to do when you're there. You don't have to make dining reservations, you don't have to do fast passes, you don't have to buy park admission tickets unless you're going to like a theme park, and of course you can do that the day of. So this is very different. But it was fun. It was a little stressful because it was so different. Like I had to do a lot of research, watch a lot of YouTube videos. I just had to know what to do, and I went on Pinterest and watched YouTube and found out which places that we wanted to eat at and what rides we wanted to get fast passes for, and I had to plan my theme park days. And so I think we have about it's getting pretty close. It's about 5 weeks away, a little less. It was like 5 weeks on Thursday. So it's getting down to the countdown, and I think I've got most everything. I'm still kind of tweaking that's my train of thought. Tweaking the itinerary, figure out, you know, what we want to do on which day. And I don't want to make it too strict because I want to at least relax, you know, like I don't want to make it miserable for everyone else, because I'm like, this is the time we have to do this, this is the time we have to do this, and I don't want to have to do that. So we have our dining reservations and we have our fast passes, and then other than that, I kind of just want to try to play it by ear, but I know some things that I didn't get fast passes for, I obviously want to do first thing in the morning before the lines get real long. So, but this video is the start of the series. So each video I will do a different topic, like magic bands or fast passes or dining reservations. Like I said, I'm not a Disney veteran. I don't go a couple times a year like some people. So this is kind of on the perspective of a new Disney goer. That's a thing. And hopefully I just know that I'm gonna love it, and the kids are gonna love it, and hopefully we can figure out how to go, you know, at least once every couple years instead of waiting 10-15 years like it's been. We are going for 7 nights, 8 days. Our flight is at like 6:10, I think, a.m. in the morning, 6:10 in the morning. So it's pretty early. I think we're not flying out of where we live, we're flying out of a town close by. So what we'll probably end up doing is going the night before to stay at one of the surrounding hotels for a night, and then I know the hotels actually provide a shuttle to the airport. So we might be doing that. I'm not quite certain about that, but we have talked about it. And then we'll get up, you know, in the morning, and we don't have to worry about driving, like getting up at like 2 and driving there and getting there a couple hours before our flight. And then our returning flight the week after is at 5:30, I think, p.m. So we'll have half of that day still to, you know, get some lunch and kind of relax and stuff before the flight. This will be my kids' first time, like I said, first time going to Disney, but also first time flying on an airplane. My son talks all the time about wanting to fly on an airplane, so I know he'll be extremely excited about this. I also bought a bunch of stuff for the kids for their, you know, carry-on bag. I bought them new backpacks that have wheels on them. They're kind of big. I actually bought them from Disney, and they're kind of big for them, but they do have wheels so they can wheel them around like a suitcase. And I got a bunch of stuff to put in there to keep them entertained, and all of the stuff is new stuff that they haven't seen. So they'll be excited to see that. I've also gotten them a bunch of new toys as Tinkerbell toys to kind of get them excited about the day. You know, when they wake up, they have a new thing to open, a new gift, and also to try to like control their wanting every single souvenir that they see. We will get them souvenirs, but we're gonna probably wait till closer to the end of the vacation so they can see what kind of toys there are, what kind of souvenirs, and they can decide on what they want. Now, I know that we're starting the tradition of getting them like a Christmas ornament every year, so we'll probably get them a Disney one this year. Get them an ornament, so we'll build up their ornaments for when they move out, and they'll have their own ornaments. So that is it. Like I said, I will be doing different videos for different topics. If there's something that you would like for me to make a video about, just comment below, and I would be glad to do it because I'm just so excited. I love talking about Disney. I love planning Disney. I just cannot wait. These 5 weeks cannot go any slower, believe me. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a great day.